Exeter is a beautiful city that we can be proud of. It is defined by the green backcloth of our northern hills and our breathtaking valley parks. However, not all of the green space in and around Exeter is legally protected or publicly accessible. In fact, on average, residents of Exeter have access to less green space than the World Health Organisation's minimum of 9 metres squared per person and far less than the recommended area of 50 metres squared per person. Green space is essential for our health in so many ways. For example, it improves functioning of the immune system, enhances physical activity, reduces air pollution, and can improve mental health. Current data shows that 1 in 22 deaths in Exeter are attributable to air pollution. Therefore, it's absolutely vital that we do everything we can to safeguard our green spaces. In the last 2 years, there have been over 9 large planning applications to build on greenfields around Exeter's ridgeline. Green spaces such as this one in Beacon Heath are not only important for nature and our health, but they are also really important places for communities to come together. Exeter Greenspace Group, part of Transition Exeter, is working with residents and our councillors to help get their concern about loss of green space heard.
Greenfield developments simply have no place in a world facing climate crisis. Not only does it destroy green infrastructure, but many of the new greenfield developments I've seen are cheaply built, they're poorly designed, they're not future-proofed or built to the sorts of standards that we should be aspiring for, and they're often built in areas already underserved by local amenities and where residents need to rely on cars to get around. They are the opposite of everything we need to be doing to reduce our carbon emissions and to support inclusive, vibrant and dynamic communities. Given the sheer scale of the challenge and the real imbalance of power that exists between communities and developers, I think many residents feel that if a developer takes a refusal decision to appeal, then it's necessarily a lost cause. And that's why I feel really strongly about working with communities here to take the fight all the way, to do everything we can to support our council to stand up to harmful development. So as a community group, we've decided to participate in the Celia Crescent appeal inquiry next month as a Rule 6 party, which means that we have equal status to in the inquiry as the appellant and the council. We can bring our own evidence, we can bring our own witnesses, and we can cross-examine all of the evidence brought by the appellant.
Exeter Greenspace Group are not here to stand in the way of development. We do want houses to be built, but we want the right houses to be built for the right people in the right places. We support Exeter City Council's policies on steering development away from our hills and our valley parks. If we build houses at the tops of hills, we're encouraging car use at a time where we're trying to meet net zero 2030 and we need to reduce car use. We also want to support our farmers and landowners who have land at the tops of hills so they can use it sustainably for agriculture and biodiversity, whilst encouraging building of houses in our brownfield and lowland sites.
Our greatest hope is to see this appeal dismissed and to set a new precedent that will make it easier for the council to defend Exeter's green spaces going forward. But at the very least, in doing this, we want to show communities what can be achieved by participating fully and actively in the planning system and the importance of doing this, if only to make sure that all the facts are heard, that we make our voices heard, and we know we've done everything we can to protect Exeter's greenfields.
We need to make space for green space. We do need roofs over our heads, but everybody also has the right to be able to connect with nature for their physical and mental well-being. If you would like to support in protecting your local green space, please do get in touch.